But why listen to us? Surely there's a way that people can, see it for themselves.
But wait, there is.
Oh my goodness!
Surely.
Jeez,
How segue, Jace.
How canned is that?
Tell me
like
more.
You scripted it, Jace. Oh, look.
Been on Top Gear.
Really? Is that how they do it?
It's hilarious, but it's clearly contrived. You've clearly made this up before we started.
Really, like.
Well, we did say it's a pilot, with the handovers are maybe a little clunky, but
no one will ever know
yourself what can you do.
Don't mention
Stu,
it.
could we have a cool and not cool Oracle services board, maybe? Do you think?
Actually,
autonomous would be up there in the cool area, the real cool area, obviously. As I mentioned earlier, we have a really great marketplace on OCI, and one of the images we have is Enterprise Manager, or EM, latest version. Really easy to drop in there and set up, and it really is easy, Stu. I promise. You just go on and click and run up, choose the size you want for the VM, and run it up, and then a little bit fiddlier when it comes to actually dropping the agents on, but it's not too bad. But it's just, if people are used to using Enterprise Manager, and they can even obviously expand this back out to their on-prem as well, but it just gives you a nice place to be able to manage your databases, but also to do patching as well. And as I mentioned earlier, we've got a team mate who really knows this really well, and we will try and get her on in future tech talks. Unfortunately, she's on holiday today, but lucky her. But this is Enterprise Manager is a really good place. Still, it's getting lots of good updates. It's a great place to manage your patching and monitoring, but also things like subsetting and masking as well. I mean, this is still one of the ways to do that, as well as us having the data safe product in OCI, but we still have a lot of great features in there as well. So this is a good live lab for you to go through and actually try these things out.
Is EM letting me manage? Sorry, I'm going to cut you off. Is EM letting me manage across cloud and on-premise?
It will do if you want it to. Yeah, you've got that ability. You'd have to open up or extend your network via a VPN or a direct connect if you want to keep it all private. But yes, it would let you do that. You can also link EMs together as well. Yeah, so you can feed information between them as well.
We're managing as one, aren't we? We so talk about consolidating your EM, but I suppose just drawing this back to, and I remember Martin Lambert doing some when we first launched portable or PDBs and container DBs. I think we were using EM to manage them as well. Is that right?
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah.
Those.
Yeah, and that is the nice thing. There's a lot of DBA type, things that you can do. Remember, we used to actually load up the Express version of EM with databases in the good old days. So, but obviously this is the fully blown version, and you can definitely do those sorts of management of your data. You connect to your databases and do those sort of DBA type things, all point and click if you want to. But moving on. We've also now, with the autonomous database, we've got a console that once you actually start the service up, actually allows you to do a lot of that just without having to install anything extra. And then data, so you can actually manage, do management through there. And then if you want that next level, you can connect to the data safe service. Again, that's a free service that comes with it, and also the operational insights. So we've got new cloud-like ways of doing these things too, but as I say, it doesn't take anything away from EM. It's still good.
One thing I would just add to this one is I imagine a lot of people are already using Enterprise Manager. It's a very sort of standard tool, but the beauty of the live lab is you can get the latest version. You can play with some of the new features without having to do it on your existing one. So this is, once again, it gives you the choice of using something without having to upgrade it and play around with it, find the value, and then apply it to your own environment.
And what I feel like about these is that in here, like this one and the EM ones before, is that you can actually reserve a workshop environment itself. What that means is it's actually running within our cloud as part of the live lab environment. So going through the process is booking a time for this with your Oracle account, and then you got the whole Enterprise Manager, things are set up so you can actually walk through what that feels like.
And then if you break it, it doesn't matter because it's your own environment. So yeah, it's like test and learn, really get in there. There's so much innovation that Oracle does. Unfortunately, a lot of people lag in its use, and I think these are ways of really getting your hands dirty in isolated environments, which is really cool.